This car is a 1957 Corvette. It is one of 1,200 with fuel injection, one of 200 and something with the low horsepower fuel injection option. And it's a late 57 with a 4-speed. They didn't come out till mid-year on a 4-speed. I grew up with it, kind of, so to speak. I've had it most of my life. And it isn't a car to use every day, but the very few times a year that I do use it, it's so much fun. You know, I've never understood why people with convertibles think that they're out of season from October to April. There's nothing more fun than to take a car like that and drive it in winter and in cold weather with the top down, the windows open, and the heater going. And it's just, I guess you have to have an aptitude for that kind of an experience. It's fun. It's fun. It does have air conditioning, if you want to call it that. It has a cowl vent that opens up and blows all the dust from under the dash in your face, but it is air. My wife gave me a reproduction interior in 1984 for Valentine's Day, and it's still in the closet. It's moved to 2 apartments and 3 houses since. It's still in a box. I just have too much fun. Everybody asks me that when I take it somewhere. When are you going to restore it? I say, why? Well, I just like driving it like this. Just turned 73 years old, and I bought the car in 1971. So I've had it for 47 of those 73 years. Between the exhaust note and the responsiveness of it, it has 456 gears in it, which is not conducive to fuel mileage at all, but it's a whole lot of fun. Kind of a substitute for big pistons. It's low gears. Well, the motor is pretty much stock. It's a 283. Original horsepower rating was 250. It was the hydraulic lifter version of the 283 with fuel injection. Someone before me put a solid lifter cam in it, which that was the only difference between a 250 horse 283 and a 283 horse 283. The exhaust on those cars it's an X-frame under that car. The exhaust kind of followed that, and it exited through the 2 bumpers in the rear. And a common problem back then was the acids and things that are developed by the combustion process and everything that come out. It was like water coming out the back. Those pipes really corroded, and I didn't kind of like the looks of them. So I had a friend of mine at a race car shop at the time build me some pipes for the front, and they are the longest ones I could get, and they're tucked up under the rocker panel so you don't even see them, and they're extremely loud. But that's part of the fun of it too. Just the ability to get into this thing and go, which is a lot more restricted now than when I first got this car. But it's the ability to go out and be loose. We used to take this car, when I lived in Cheshire, we'd take this car out, any of them actually, but this one in particular, and drive to see where roads went. When fuel was 25 cents a gallon, 30 cents a gallon. And there were not as many traffic lights, no subdivisions like today or anything. You could just drive. And that was the best part of that old car, was just driving it like that. But just the feeling of the wind in your face and the sound of the exhaust. I mean, it's loud, but it's not. You can drive anything to make it quiet, no matter how loud the exhaust is, if you're careful. But just the noise of that and the wind and the motion is just satisfying. Just so satisfying. New cars are faster. New cars handle better. But the response to that car, you can be driving along at 40, 50 miles an hour and just step on it, it goes. That and the wind in your hair. Don't need a radio, it doesn't work anyway. It's an investment, I suppose, of sorts, if I ever bring myself to part with it, but that's not anything to do with why I do anything to it. Any of the cars that I have, I do stuff for me. You don't do it for who you're going to sell it to next or who gets it next. They can do what they want. Like this one, I go to cruise night, things like that, and people will walk around and look at it. And, you know, if somebody wants to put that thing back to stock, it'll be somebody after me. You know, sometimes I wish I got into stamp collecting instead of the shit I got into.
I hear that. Hopefully that was still going today.